Knowing how to improve your hip flexibility with a band can help improve and then maintain your hip range of movement. Hips can get quite stiff and that can cause aches and pains. So try these 3 hip stretches with a TheraBand or resistance band. My name's Claire, I'm a physiotherapist from PhysioFit Health. We are using a grey band for these exercises, which is extra firm and it's 1.5 metres long. For all 3 of these exercises, you'll need to tie the band in a loop and loop it around something that's sturdy, like a table leg. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you want to keep updated with when we publish our videos. The first of your hip stretches you're going to do with a band, you're going to loop the band around something sturdy, tie it in a knot, and then you're going to get your leg around it that you're wanting to stretch. Now the band's going to have to go fairly high up around the thigh. You really want the band on the same level as you've got it around the leg, otherwise it just might change the angle that it's pulling. Now you do need to put a lot of tension on the band, so you kind of need to walk away. Towel under your knees if you need, just for a little bit of comfort. Now the first one is where we're going to stretch the front of the hip and get the hip back into extension. So the band's around my left leg, my right foot's going to come forwards, my hips are facing forwards, tuck my tailbone underneath, push my hips forwards. Now I'm pushing into a stretch that I feel at the front of my left hip. I'm going to hold it there 5 lots of 20 seconds. That's my static hold. Or alternatively, you have the option of your dynamic one where you put it on stretch, you slowly ease off, and then you put it on stretch again and aim for your 5 or 6 repetitions. So you can do this one obviously without the band. We'll be stretching here, but the band's just trying to distract the hip and just stretch it in a slightly different direction. And so you can get perhaps a better stretch this way, more efficient all round. So yeah, that's your first exercise. Your second exercise you're going to do, the band is still looped around your leg, but you're going to get yourself into 4-point kneeling. Your hips are over your knees, the shoulders are over your hands. And this time you're actually going to get the hip into the opposite direction, so into flexion. So you're going to slowly move your hips and pelvis backwards down towards your heels, and then you're going to slowly return back up into your 4-point kneeling position. This one I would be doing more as a dynamic one rather than a static one. That's my personal preference. You can of course do your 5 lots of 20-second hold. Or with a dynamic one, you can get the movements and do your 5 or 6 movements. But throughout the whole thing, you're just wanting the band to continue to be on a lot of stretch, so it's pulling in the direction out to the side. Your third exercise, you're going to keep in your 4-point kneeling position that you've got yourself into. The knee, that left knee is going to stay nice and still, and the foot, you're going to sweep that left foot all the way out to the side and then sweep it back so that the foot's behind you. So you're sweeping that foot out to the side and then return it behind you. This one is, again, is more of a dynamic movement, so you can just slowly move it out, slowly bring it back, and aim for your 5 or 6 repetitions. If you did want to hold, do the static hold, you would bring the left foot out to the side, and then you would just hold it there for your 5 lots of 20 seconds. The variation you can do with this last exercise is shift the band so that it's now around the foot rather than around your hip. You start with that foot behind you, and now the band, with all that tension you've put on it, it will slowly bring that foot out to the side, and you can perhaps get a little bit of an extra stretch because that band's just pulling into that end range stretch for you. Sweep that foot back so it's behind you, and then let the band just pull that foot out to the side. This one again, I think is better dynamic, so I'd be doing your 5 or 6 repetitions, but there's nothing to stop you holding the stretch with the foot out to the side, just holding it for those 5 lots of 20 seconds. As mentioned at the beginning of the video, hips can get quite stiff An example is if you are sat for a long time. So it's important to check your range of movement and to have some exercises to work on that flexibility to improve and then maintain your range of movement. If you know you'll be sitting for a long time, perhaps do the exercises before that episode of time where you're sat. Alternatively, you can turn it into a routine that you do in the evenings. Really just choose whichever works for you. Subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can keep updated with when we publish our videos, and we'll see you soon.